Daisy here again with another layout for the random Scrappy challenge that I'm doing with Marie from Marie's Notes. You can find her here on YouTube and also on Instagram. I'll include links to her channel and her account down below in the description box. This week our challenge is to do a paper only challenge, and so I'm starting out with this paper. It's got kind of lines like a notebook kind of paper, and it is from a Crepe Paper 2012 collection. It looks like it's a Valentine's Day collection, but it doesn't have a name on it. I just have a paper pad of that. And I'm using this floral, which is from Pink Paisley, Paige Evans' Take Me Away, to back my paper on. And then I'm also using a strip of that fringe paper from Maggie Holmes' Bloom collection. I love that paper and I am obsessed with fringe, so I'm going to cut this apart, and that's kind of how I'm going to add some dimension and some interest to my page, being that I can't use a bunch of embellishments that I usually would use. So I'm going to save you the trouble of watching me painstakingly cut all of these fringe apart. And I adhered them down, and I'm just ruffling them up a little bit. I also cut out, or fussy cut, a couple of those large floral prints out of that, it's also from Take Me Away collection paper, and I'm just going to use those as some of my embellishments on this page. Now I decided to pop my photo up, and I just used the fun foam that you can get at Walmart. And it's the one that's already has one adhesive side to it. I just find that saves me a little bit of trouble. So I'm just working on where I want to put some of my layers. Now I'm going to use some of these, I don't know exactly what they're called, if they're like film strips or if they are paint swatches, or I'm not sure exactly what those are supposed to be, but it's from the Hello Love Crepe Paper collection from 2016, I believe. And I just use them as kind of an interesting element on the page. They're the perfect color, so I just layer a bunch of them up to create a little cluster. Now this is a challenge that I came up with that I believe it was maybe a Paper Issues or some Facebook group had on a paper only challenge, and the layout I created for it I absolutely was in love with. And this is almost a scrap lift of that layout. It also had fringe, or no, it didn't have fringe in the background. It had big scallops in the background. But I really enjoyed that layout, so I thought I would try doing it again. Now this box here is all little pieces that I have fussy cut out of different papers, and so I'm going to use these larger sequin, and that is from the Take Me Away collection that I fussy cut as well. And then I have those little like fake washi tape cross or X's or whatever, and those are are they the Bloom collection maybe? I'm not 100% sure on that. But I'm just pulling out a bunch of different options here, and I think primarily the things I end up using are from the Bloom collection. But of course I'm pulling out all of the options here, so you're going to see me go through them. I do have a lot of older stuff in here that has been in my stash for a while, different Crepe Paper, Maggie Holmes, cut apart sheets, and just things I haven't used that have been kind of hanging out. Now where I have those little fake washi strip pieces, I actually end up gluing them down there, and it really frustrates me now watching the video because I wish I had staggered them a little bit more. They feel like they're really, first of all, I've got the same, like the thin line in the same level as the thin line, and then they're also very lined up, and so unfortunately I wish I could go back and change that, but it's really not that big of a deal. I'm just picking out a few little bits here, and I'm really, so I was thinking I was going to use that happy memory as my title, but that doesn't end up working for me. I'm going to use this little black piece because I felt like I needed to pull in some more dark colors because it is a black and white photo, and I felt like it needed to have a little bit of that pulled around the page as well. So I'm just cutting out this little tag here, and this is a pretty old one. Maggie Holmes probably, I believe. I'm not 100% sure on that. And it says "Such a Sweetheart" on it. And then I'm just going to take that happy memory and I'm going to cut it into a little banner shape and put that on top of the tag. Now this layout does kind of get cut off at the end. I'm not sure that it even puts what I end up with the title. The title really was a struggle for me. I could not figure out what to use because I couldn't use letter stickers or thickers like I usually would, so I was really struggling with what to come up with because I couldn't find anything that went exactly with this color scheme, because it is kind of that, I mean, the pink is easy enough, but it's, you know, really off-white and kind of cream colors, so I do end up coming up with something. And here I'm just adhering everything down. I have that Eileen's tacky glue there, and I am running into adhesive issues because I usually use those AdTech, what are they, glue runners, but for some reason everywhere around where I live is sold out of them. I can't find them anywhere. So I've been using a lot of liquid adhesive, but I just ran out of the Tombow Mono Multi, and I usually get that at Walmart, and Walmart's out of it, and yeah, so I've just been having adhesive issues. So I think I use a wide variety on this layout. But anyhow, back to the layout. That was a total different tangent there. I felt like this little cluster of these film strip pieces needed a few more, so I cut some off the ends, and I'm just tucking them in. It also helps bring in more of that pink color from the fringe side, the different colors from that fringe side. And I have to pop up those ones that are going to be sitting on top of the photo, since I did pop the photo up. And getting the right, I guess, level of foam adhesive was kind of a struggle. I do really like how this layout turns out. It's not my favorite. It's not as good as I feel like the other one that I created using paper only is, but I definitely do like it a lot and enjoy how I was able to create this without using anything but paper. It's definitely something I think you should try sometime and just see how kind of difficult it really is to not use anything, you know, all of the pretty little bits that you have, and to try to come up with your own way of embellishing things. So I think now I'm just going to go through a couple of different options for a title, pull out some different cut apart sheets. But I don't end up using anything that I pulled out, so, and the video is going to cut off again soon. So at the end you'll see some close-ups of what I do end up with. I just end up using something that I had fussy cut out using a print or a cut file from Paper Issues before I had a silhouette, so I had just cut it out myself. But yeah, this was a really great challenge, and I really feel like you should try it out. If you do, please tag me and let me know, and I will definitely check it out. I'd be interested to see what you come up with. Please head over to Marie's channel and see what she comes out with. She has a really summery layout going on, so I hope to see you again next time in a few weeks when we do our next Scrappy challenge. Thanks for watching. Bye!